Greetings and salutations, one and all, and welcome to the Mind of Microwaved. I believe this is episode 8. The start of a brand new week. Pretty decent weekend. I didn't do a whole lot. I rearranged my entertainment center, and I have an old subwoofer that I had in my previous marriage, uh, way back before Asher was born, and I decided to put it into my component system, and I've been just really listening to great music all weekend long. And with that, it brings me to my next topic. My next thing I'm going to cover tonight. The year was 1990, or maybe 1991. I can't remember. I was just out of high school, so it would have been 1990 that I started, 91. But I managed to get myself a job at the time it was called the Brass Buckle. And now it's called the Buckle. But apparently I was hip enough to work there with my weirdness because it was the early 90s and grunge was happening on the coasts, but it wasn't happening in Iowa yet. But apparently, my fourth, I was thinking I was a little bit ahead of time. I was in tune with the music scene, so I kind of knew it was coming. And the Buckle people were like, "Hey, he's got Doc Martens. That's what we're going to be carrying soon. So yeah, this guy, let's give him a shot." I didn't do well. I don't do well in sales of commission sales, and I don't know if for those of you that aren't of the Gen X generation, the Buckle used to be a very aggressive sales store. Basically, you would walk in and like 97 people would greet you and try and sell you something. They actually trained me to guess a woman's size when she walked into the store so she wouldn't actually have to tell me her size. I could just guess. And then the worst part about it is, you had different brands. And at the time, there was like Lawman and Pepe and Gerbeau, and like each one's sizing was weird. So like a girl could wear a 910 in a Lawman, but it was like a 12, 11, 12 in Gerbeau. It's just weird. Anyway, this dude I worked with was a black dude, and he was the first black dude I ever became friends with. And he was like, "Dude, check out Public Enemy." So I bought Apocalypse 91, The Enemy Strikes Black. And it was a game-changing album for me. Cassette at the time. I didn't have CD or anything like that. But it was a game-changing record. It was political. It was angry. It was raw. It was punk rock. It was the new punk rock, and that's what hip hop originally was the new punk rock. And I don't have Apocalypse 91 on vinyl, but I did pick up something a while back at my buddy Rat's Underground Records here in Des Moines at Merle Hay Mall. Shout out to my buddy Steve at Rat's. Old family friend, I must say. My cousin Pat and Steve go way back. So, but I did pick up this Public Enemy's Greatest Misses. Now, I'd never really heard about this. It's a 280 gram vinyl, and the beauty of this is it was released in 1992, but I didn't pick it up until like last year. I think I think it might have been a Record Store Day reissue or something like that. But it's phenomenal. And with the new sub hooked up to my system, the low end is like, oh, it's like butter. It's just smooth as butter. I have not. I don't. I'm not sure what these songs were because it feels like there might have been leftover sessions from the Apocalypse 91 era. It might have been some of that. I have to read more about this because, quite honestly, I thought it was greatest hits when I bought it at Rats. I didn't know it was greatest misses, and it's mainly like B sides and like remixes from the '92 era but it's really good and it's really worth the time and um, anything Public Enemy is worth it. I wish I could have got to see him on this recent tour with who my buddy Dan Milligan just went and saw it. Crap, it was just in Chicago, but yeah, I have seen Chuck D speak in person at the University of Northern Iowa, but I have never seen Public Enemy live. But they definitely are on my bucket list. Them and Depeche Mode. I've seen The Cure 3 times, so I'm good. If I never get the chance to see him again, I would like to, but if I don't get to, it's cool. But Depeche Mode and Public Enemy, they're the two on my bucket list. I mean, there's others too, but like for my generation, for bands that influenced me, Public Enemy and Depeche Mode are my last two on my list to see. So that's it for this edition of the Minor Microwave. If you know any more about this record or you want to give a shout out to Steve at Rats, um, leave a comment down below. I will put links in to follow me and all that good jazz and jizz and all that good stuff. And there's talk of a podcast. I don't know. I don't know what this thing is. It's just me bullshitting. But a friend of mine with today was like, "You should do a podcast. You've got the knowledge." I got a bad eye too. Anyway, thanks for watching the Mind and Microwave episode 8. Public Enemy's Greatest Misses. We'll catch you next time.